Welcome to the channel, guys. My name's Danny Malcolm. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, if you don't want to hit the driver further, then this video is not for you. Today I'm going to be sharing the 3 things that the pros are doing that you probably aren't, and it's helping them hit it a long way. So the first one, guys, is learning how to push harder and earlier from the ground. So you see the best players in the world, when they get to the top of the swing and in transition, it's about at this point in the downswing that they'll be pushing hard off the ground to help them generate maximum speed. You see the players that almost jumping backwards in that piece where they really start to push off the ground. So I'm going to show you a little demonstration of that here. So to the top, and we're going to get to about here in the downswing, as we sit into that lead side, and then we push hard and fire into impacts. Here we go. And so you can see there, coming into impact, have really pushed hard off the ground. We've got 113 miles an hour of club speed through there. And if we look at that coming into impact, and we'll just compare that to some of the best players in the world. Let's put Xander Schauffele on first. So what you'll see in this downswing phase, you'll see that almost like a little bit of a squat. Get a little bit of a sit down here. And you can see sort of sitting this way, and then it's about at this point, just watch now, it's push, 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 and that left leg straightens, and that allows him to deliver maximum speed into the ball. So again, it's turn, shift, and now it's push, 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 bang. And so that's what we're looking for, guys, when we're trying to generate speed. You can see his left foot moving around through here. We've also got Rasmus Højgaard here as well, and you see a similar thing. Now it's push, 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 push. You can even see his left foot come off the ground there through impact as well. Bang. Okay, guys, so that's number 1. Let's push harder to generate more speed. Okay, guys, and our number 2 is all about, once we have pushed off the ground and we're coming through impact, is how to, a lot of amateurs, so many amateur players are turning through the ball, especially with the drive, and we'll get into this fashion where everything in our head and shoulders and everything moves down and forward. That can really start to cause issues with the swing. We start to hit down and across it, hitting down, causing those slices and pulls and all those sorts of ideas. So we want to keep our shoulders a little bit more close to the target, have a little bit of a braking tool to slow down that movement through the ball. And you'll see in a moment with the best players, as they come through, it's push, and they actually start to move backwards and start to almost like move around their head. So you'll actually see shift, and then as they push, their head will actually move back late here to allow them to deliver the club through this way. And something I've learned off Alex Moore, who's a great coach, helped me a bit with my game recently, is a chin pressure point. So if you think of, as we come through strike, this chin will come into our trail shoulder in this fashion, and that'll allow us to almost slow down that rotation and allow us to deliver maximum speed with our hands and arms through here. And that's essentially one of the TPI screens that we do. So if you can stand there, turn to your trail side and touch your collarbone, then you've got enough range with which to do that. Now, if you can't, obviously you'll have to make some adaptations to that. But if you can, then you're able to, because that's essentially the downswing. So it's looking right here, boom, there. So that's what we're looking to utilize through the strike. So here we go. So as we come in, we've pushed, and now as I'm pushing and I'm falling backwards a little bit here, almost, I'm going to keep this chin pressure point on my trail shoulder, boom, and I'll show you some of the pros in a second. Here we go. I exaggerated that one a little bit just for this video, but let's have a look. So let's put Rasmus Højgaard on here again. So as we get to the top of the swing, we've got that shift forward. And now if I just take a look at the head here, let's just look at Rasmus for a moment and myself. Now as we're pushing hard, push, 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 look how his head's actually gone back much further. Bang. And my head's gone back a little bit. And look at that chin. Look at that as we go through. Bang. And there we are. Look at that. There's something that's missing from the everyday golfer. Most everyday golfers' heads at this point are going further forward with the driver. Let's show you a couple of other players. Let's put on Xander again. You'll see a similar idea here, guys. There, same again, you see. So look at his head. So he gets that shift forward, put a circle here, and then look how that head goes back again. Chin on his trail, shoulder. Again, here we are, look. So we're not saying by any stretch you need to keep your head down, keep your head down. But what we are saying is showing you what the best players in the world are doing. And that helps slow down that rate of rotation, helps them deliver maximum speed. And then the club's going to pull them around into the finish. And then, so that's number 2, guys. Just be something to be cognizant of. You know, a lot of players are trying to turn through it this way, and it's really affecting your swing, the loft that you present, the spin that you put on the golf ball. So, number 1, push off the ground harder. Number 2, use the chin pressure point here as a bit of a slowing down the rotation, a bit of a braking mechanism in the swing. Bang. And then number 3 is, now particularly for those that aren't getting the distance that they would like, is to release the style. Use the hands and arms a little bit better to generate more speed. Now what I mean by that is you'll see, and we'll show you the pros here again in a moment, post impact, you want to be seeing this club firing, and you want to be seeing these forearms almost touching each other, particularly for those slower swing speed players. Let's utilize these hands and arms a little bit more to generate this speed, and post impact you'll start to see the lead fingers underneath your trail hand and arm. So you get this look versus what I see most days is this, where the lead arm or the lead hand's above the trail hand post impact. So we really want to start to release that golf club to generate maximum speed. So another one I've shared recently as well is where you can get the alignment rod and just start to generate that whoosh with the hands. Now if we're getting this way, you're not going to generate as much speed. So by releasing that club in such a fashion that creates such a nice whoosh and a nice sound there, it's going to help you generate maximum speed. So guys, we've got push. So from the top, almost a shift and a push. We've got the head almost falling backwards with our braking mechanism with the chin here. And then that's going to allow us to deliver the final piece, which is the wrists and the hands, which is the final piece of the puzzle in terms of power, almost like the whip. We're cracking the whip right at the very end. So here we go, guys. So we've got a push. As I fall back almost, I'm going to deliver my forearms and the club at maximum speeds. Here we are. So I've turned that one over a little bit there, but what we'll see is these wrists and forearms, just to exaggerate there. Typically that's going to promote more of a draw pattern as well. So what we'll see here, again, let's put some top tour players on. So if we watch Rory post impact, watch his hands and forearms here. Look how they're rolling over, almost as though he's shaking hands with a target. And then from face on, he's pushing hard. You see his head fall back a little bit there. Look at his hands and forearms. So you can see those left knuckles, those left fingers below the right. Put on Xander again. So guys, this might be a bit surprising to some of you. It might debunk a few little myths here, but this is what some of the longest players in the world are doing. Again, look at those forearms almost touching each other. Then we'll finish with Rasmus. Same idea. Bang. You'll see from face on, from down the line. Look at that, guys. They're literally touching each other, those forearms there. So that's 3 things that most everyday golfers that aren't hitting it as far as they would like aren't doing. They're not pushing hard enough from the ground. We're turning too far forward with the upper body rather than keeping that back, utilizing those braking mechanisms with the chin we spoke about there, staying a little bit more close to the target. And then number 3 is releasing it in such a fashion it's going to help the players square it up, maybe hit more of a draw, because again, most players that are losing distance are doing so because they're coming in like this and leaving the forearms more in this fashion. So it's going to be more of this slice sort of look through the shot. So if this is you here, where the left hand stays above the right for a little bit longer, the face is open, you're going to cut across it and start to slice the ball. Then if that's you, then number 3, we need to release it harder. It's going to give you more club head speed. It's going to help with that slice and help you start to draw it more, and putting those all together. You should start to hit some longer drives, guys, maybe some nice high draws. So I really hope that helped. If you have any questions, please post them below. Let's keep the conversation going. If you'd like any more free tips to help you improve your game, there's some tips in there by clicking the link in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that helps, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.